hosted by Bill. Hello, everybody. I'm Bill Anderson, and alongside me, Coach Shane Young, my main guy right here, my main man, the new head boys basketball coach at Shelby Central High School. We're going to be with you every Monday, unless a game messes us up, at 5:30, right here live to do the Coach Young Show. Coach, I'm going to start off by saying that today's show is brought to you by Shelbyville Animal Hospital, 628 North Main Street, 931-684-8088. Dr. Stephen Stimpson and that Dr. Anderson.
Dr. Anderson, yeah, she's a nice lady. Real nice lady.
I might be married to her.
Oh, man.
I ain't sure.
You got you a good one there.
I do. Hey, Coach, let's talk about some things. When we were looking for a basketball coach, I called Barry Wortman, a good friend of mine, and I called Kevin Thomas, a good friend of mine. And I said, guys, Shelbyville needs a good coach. We want a young coach. I was given 4 names. And you know whose name was the number one name both those coaches gave me?
Got to be me.
You. And my hat's off to Dr. Garrett for going and getting it done.
No, awesome job.
But Coach, if you'll tell me something, tell me where you've been, what you've done, and how you got here. Just briefly, like, you know, I know you coached No Shell, Arkansas, and did some other things. And to let people know who Coach Young is.
Oh, man. Well, I started at Pearl Cone back in 2006, 2007.
Okay.
And I was a student at TSU, and one of my mentors, Vic Warden, was the coach there. And his son was Brandon Warden, that played at UT, really good football and basketball player at Overton. And so kind of he gave me my first start, you know, and then that led to I went to be under some more guidance. I went to CPA with under Drew Maddox, who ended up being my other mentor. That
pretty good ball player too.
Drew
Maddox, pretty good ball player, awesome ball player.
And was able to learn and work and got into it with Nike camps. I've been doing that for I think this will be my 15th year. And was able to be a part of 2 state championships with them, and just kind of come through the ranks and learn and develop. And then was after that, went to the Evolve State, you know, for 2 years. And then I went to Columbia State for 2 years, or a year and a half. And so, and then had got my opportunity to go to Osceola, Arkansas, small town in Arkansas, to coach girls.
I'm well familiar with Osceola School Supplies there. And it was a great athletic community.
Man, it's definitely one of the best that I've ever been to, you know, until now. But it was definitely an awesome experience to get your first opportunity, whether it was girls or boys. I just wanted to coach. And I had a fraternity brother, my best friend, who went down there to be the assistant superintendent. So he brought me down. And didn't even know he was looking. We were just on the phone. He's like, "Hey, man, I'm looking for a girls coach. I'm interviewing right now." And I just hopped on and said, "I'm gonna do my best." And went down there and turned the 3-18 team into 3 winning seasons and opportunities to go to region 3. Well, going to region 3 years in a row. 1 game work from state 3 years in a row.
Oh, wow.
So definitely was an opportunity. And then was blessed to come to Siegel and do 2 years there. I was able to coach 2 of my cousins, so it was an opportunity to be with family. And again, had fight first year, but I mean in total for they only won 7 games or something in I want to say like 4 or 5 year span. You know, we had won 5 my first year, but was very close to winning. You know, we was 3 or 5 points, 7 points away, 10 points away. Had some seniors that didn't really want to buy in, but we was very good young, you know, with our younger group. And then second year, it just went to another level. You know, we knew we could compete. We was able to get double-digit wins for the first time. And since 2009, I want to say, was able to beat Riverdale twice, you know, something that they haven't been done since 2008, 2009, and was able to make it to the region. And even in there, had two chances where we played Stewart's Creek real close and Rockville real close. Well, opportunities to get, you know, go further. So, and then it was just opportunity, you know, growth. I wanted to get back to the boys' side. Was on my way to Alabama.
I know you were.
Alabama.
Like, no, coach, no, coach,
I was on my way to Alabama, more for family. And then, you know, ironically, how things changed, how God blessed it. There was some things they had went through changing at the board level as far as they were finna get a whole new superintendent. So they went on a hiring freeze.
Right.
And then what's crazy about the story, Barry Wortman's son had worked at Siegel as our SRO. And he was like, "Man, my daddy just put your name in at the hat of Shelbyville Central. I didn't even know Shelbyville was open."
Right.
And I laughed. I'm like, "Man, I'm on my way to Alabama." He's what he said. So I told my dad, he said, well, if they interview, you got to interview it. So opportunity came. Mr. Polk reached out to a coach, to one of his ex-players that played for him, the coach at FRA.
Thank you, Charlie Polk. Thank you.
And Coach
Glad
Polk.
to have you.
And after that, the rest was history. Then you came through, and Dr. G and David Parker. So everybody kind of came through, and it made it a team effort. And
one thing I think was funny about the interview, and we'll say it on the air because it's your coach's show. What did Dr. G tell you when you sat down in front of her? What'd she say? I'm not letting you get out of this chair till you tell me what he gets to get you here.
Yeah. She said,
you felt the love then, didn't you,
I
Coach?
felt it, and she was like, "Hey, man, we only want the best. I heard you was one of the best. So what it's gonna take to get you here?" And I was like, "Dr. G, if you could, I'm here. That's all it'll take. Is just the love."
It's great to have your boys here, and I hope you're enjoying the community and the atmosphere here because we want you here. We're not going 7-42 no more, brother.
No, we're not.
It's not happening at Sheffield Central High School no more.
We're not doing that.
Talk to me about what's coming up. What we got tomorrow night?
Oh man, big game against Nolensville tomorrow night.
Where's that?
Teams at Nolensville. A good road test. We on the road for the until I want to say the end of the month. So we get up. We're gonna get a chance to go through our adversity. Go through and try to.
Are you going to play a lot of kids? I'm assuming.
Yes.
And we're going to play something called defense.
Yes. Now we play defense. That's the one thing we
don't play defense.
We're gonna play defense. I mean, coming in with the way that I came in at a short term, it's kind of hard to really even put in an offense that you just, a bunch of offensive plays. Right now, we got to learn how to play defense. We got to learn how to rebound. We got to learn how to play hard and compete. As long as we compete, I believe we can be in games. We got enough athleticism and enough bodies to be in the game. It's just, again, we got to teach how to play basketball. I can't assume that they know. I had to go back and teach.
You have to go back and teach it from the ground up.
Yeah, from the ground up. And I mean, they great. I mean, and hats off to all my seniors, that have been a part so far. They definitely stood, again, they went through 3 coaches in 4 years. That's a hard thing for any kid to go through.
Mention your coaching staff. You brought some guys in that I think have helped a lot. Mention them to me a little bit.
Yeah, I got my guy, Coach Reed, Bryce Reed, played at Lawrence County. Actually played football, went to the University of Alabama, then went to MTSU, and played ball as well. He do speed, awesome guy in the weight room, conditioning. He brings that energy, but he's all about health and body. And getting their mind into, engaged in what we're getting ready to do. And then I got my guy, Coach Hill, that played here.
Yes, he did. Played AAU ball for me, actually. James Hill, shout out.
Yeah. And it was just God that blessed it all together. When I got here, I didn't know I had people in mind, but just because you have people in mind doesn't mean that them people are going to be the right fit for this opportunity in this school. And I want to get some guys that can help us become better men.
Absolutely.
And really work on the structure and the discipline and things that we want to do on and off the court. And they have been awesome. They have been awesome mentors and leaders. They come, with the basketball experience, but they also come with life experiences. And that's been something that I really value that they have brought to the table. Now, James, y'all will see him. He'll be more the rah guy. I'm just going to be honest with you. Coach Reed going to be more the statistician.
Right.
I'm kind of more the observer. I'm watching everything, I'm not, if you coming and thinking I'm going to stand up 30, I'm not doing that, because all our practice is in, our hard work is in practice. I'm stand up, I coach every possession, but I like to watch and make sure that we doing what we have to do on and off the court.
Coach, you and I talk a lot, but one thing you said to me that stood out was you said, if I take that kid out and I'm subbing and he's not tired, he's not playing hard enough.
Oh, yeah, no.
So when you get out, you need to want to come out because you're tired.
You got to want to. If you play the way that we want to play defensively, you'll want to come out, And that's what it's all about, not being selfish. That's what we keep preaching. We're not going to be selfish. We're going to be the better teammate. We're going to always uplift. We're going to always be there for each other. We're a team. We're a family. We're brothers. So treat that brotherhood as special as a bond. I'm in a fraternity, and I always believe in that brotherhood. And you only strong as your weakest link. So we got to make sure our weakest person is as strong as well. And so we're not going to tear each other down. And if you see a kid back on the back of the seat, they won't get in. These are rules that they already know.
Right.
If they warm up's lazy, I told them, you won't play. Or if you was a starter, I would take you out the starting lineup because your warm up is what matters. If I see you going hard and you got to sweat when you come over there getting ready to get, by the time that game starts, the tip is easy. Get all them jitters out because you got to go out there and think, I am going to get in the game. No matter what it is. It can be a minute, 2 minutes, 5 minutes, 7 minutes.
Agreed.
Be ready to play and engage. So when I put you in, you know what to do. And so watch the floor of the game, watch how the ref call the game. All these things we preaching to them. We always talking to them and even showing them film so they can see themselves, but also see things that we were talking about. So we pointed
at the varsity level, you got 12 varsity players?
I got 15.
15.
I was going 10, 12.
All right.
But 15. I got 15 guys that's been competing.
How many JVs?
I got 10 on JV and then 15 on freshman.
That's awesome, Coach. That's great numbers.
Yeah. So we trying to. I went back
And
old
you can
school.
develop some of these kids sometimes, Coach, can't you?
And
That's
that-
even a freshman.
and that's the
That's
point.
not a freshman, but when he's a junior, he's something different, or a sophomore.
And that was my aim. I went back to old school when varsity really meant something. We had to earn varsity. It wasn't given to us. We wasn't able to just dress. You had to be one of the top 10, 12 players to even put on a uniform, even as a freshman. And freshmen didn't dress varsity unless you was really, really good. And then JV, that was your time to shine. And varsity was really 11th, 12th grades, unless you had a 10th or 9th grade that was just special. And so my mindset always came from that old school mentality that I was going to bring that back. I want you to work at it. So, like, even in the off-season condition, they didn't get to the locker room until November 1st. You had to earn that, and that was something that you got to earn your practice shirt. You got to earn your number. You got to earn everything that's given to you, because in life, you got to earn it.
You got to earn everything.
Yeah, everything.
Nothing's free.
Nothing's free.
Nothing's free.
And nobody's going to hand you anything.
Nobody's going to hand you something. You don't want it anyway. You got to go get it.
So we try to develop that grimy, that grit. We TPG. Toughness, pride, grit. That's what we going with our argument on this year. Like, that's our motto. Brotherhood, toughness, pride, and grit. And that thing, we keep it personal. Everything we play, we say it's personal. It's a personal thing. And so you go out here on this court, it's personal. You got to go take it from somebody. And that's what we keep preaching. Whether it be tomorrow or the end of the year. By the end of the year, that's what we want to be. Tomorrow is an opportunity for us to finally try to figure it out.
So when you roll into Nolensville, do the girls play Nolensville girls and you play Nolensville?
Yes.
And then what happens this weekend?
We got Giles County on Thursday.
Oof.
JV and varsity will go down to that. Looking forward to all these games again.
Then what's after that?
Then we're going to Memphis. We got a gauntlet in Memphis. Yeah, we got a classic in Memphis at Collierville, which is one of the biggest high schools. We get an opportunity to play against a kid that's getting recruited very heavily. A little prep school called Grind Academy or Grind Prep. So very excited. Again, I'm not going to turn down any competition. So regardless of what people think,
And early in the year, this is where you're building up for the region. This is where you're building up for after Christmas.
Yeah, this is. I say
you may take your lumps here.
Yeah, we're
you
gonna
might
take lumps. That's fine. But when it comes to when it matters, is the region, the district. The district,
and that really doesn't start up until after Christmas.
After Christmas, when we get our first little taste of that. So again, you
will have played some pretty good competition.
Definitely. I think we got a hard schedule. There's no easy win on there. Which nothing really easy for us anyway, since we only won 2 games. So anything out here is just really saying we're taking one game at a time. When we marking them off our schedule. We going in to try to win. That's our mindset.
Absolutely.
But more than anything, we're going to develop and get ready for the district. We want to win that district. That's their goal, and that's the team goal. And I don't think it's a far-fetched goal, so I let them keep it.
Coach, thank you for coming to Shelbyville.
I appreciate y'all.
We appreciate you. We're excited you're here. There's a sense around this program I haven't felt in a long time, and I know we're building.
Yes.
For long term.
Yes.
But I think you're going to see an immediate help on the hardwood.
That's the hope.
Well, we're going to play hard.
Yeah,
we're going to play defense. We're going to play hard.
We're definitely doing that.
Today's show brought to you by Shelbyville Animal Hospital, 628 North Main Street, 931-684-8088. For all your small animal vet needs, Dr. Stephen Stimson and my wife, Dr. Andrea Anderson. Come by and give us a call, and I'll give a shout out. You might catch my daughter 3 days a week in there, Julia. And Julia is like Ricky Epperson. She appreciates the shout out. Coach, good luck at Nolensville. We will be right back here at 5:30 next Monday. We're going to do it the rest of the season, unless a tournament or something messes it up. Every 5:30 on Monday.
Yes, sir.
Right here. Coach, good to have you, brother.
Thank y'all so much.
Thank you, bro.
Thank you.
We'll see y'all later.